Alright guys, welcome back to Speed Punk's Garage. As you can tell by the intro, coming down the driveway. And the snow, obviously, still everywhere. Marketplace find, $50 snowblower. Just pulled it in, still in the back of the truck. Figure I give you the first view of it. Leaking fuel in my truck. Yep. Completely flat freaking tires, leaking fuel. Guy said it hasn't ran in like, I don't know, he said a couple of years, but I can smell the fuel leaking out of it. It's completely varnished, so no idea. Yeah, both tires are completely flat. It was $50. I'm just trying to see if we can get this bad boy running. It's a I don't know what the hell this brand is. It's a MTD. I already looked up the model number. I think it was made in like 1998. So apparently these whatever brand, Snow King, a pretty reputable brand actually back in the day. It's even got electric start, which I'm obviously going to try. So that should be pretty cool. I'm trying to think what else. Let me get it out of the back of the truck and we'll do a more thorough overview on it. I mean, the body's not in bad shape, at least. The engine, I cranked it by hand prior to buying it. Sorry, the microphone got stuck on the side of my bed. Of course. It's not locked in gear. The auger is in pretty good shape. Like I said, we'll set it up and see. I get a good shape. Get a. You know what? I'll set you up. Maybe the wife can do a time lapse real quick of unloading this thing. Yeah. Do one of these. Anyway, got a nice little ramp that I use for my quad. So you can use this to unload this thing, which is nice. The guy did not have a ramp, which kind of sucked because we had to use a freaking board to get in the back of my truck, which was real interesting. But just so you know, these aluminum ramps, they're kind of expensive, but I highly recommend using them or buying them, especially if you load things up in the back of your truck. First of all, as you can tell, one guy can lift the whole thing. There you go. Then I usually take a ratchet strap. Take one of the ratchet straps, and I usually just ratchet strap the ramp to my hitch like this, so that the ramp doesn't pop out. See, now the ramp's secure. I do this for my quad too. If I got ever load my quad, take it someplace, and now the ramp's secure. This thing's rated for like 1,000 pounds. So every time I gotta load up a bike, motorcycle, or quad or whatever in the back of my truck, this ramp pays for itself. It's super awesome. Anyway, let's get this thing out of my back of my truck. It's leaking fuel everywhere. So, all right, real fun with two flat tires. That was easy. See how easy that was? I didn't have to probably time lapse that because that was super easy. Anyway, yeah, these aluminum ramps you get from like any other motorcycle stores, or I got this like 10 years ago probably from Amazon or eBay or something, I forget. But highly recommend it. And then ratchet strap it to your your tow hitch, like I just did. Keeps it from moving around. There it is, max load, 1,200 pounds. So, and then you can literally load and unload anything you want in the back of your truck without breaking your back. So, like, I literally just did this by myself in what, 2 minutes? Anyway, long story short, $50. Facebook Marketplace, a couple miles away from my house. That's the project today, guys. Let's see if we can get this bag all running. And then the controls are all rusty and crusty. It's been sitting in the guy's side shed for 5 years or something like that. I forget what he said, but all the fluids look decent. I think I can get it going though. It probably just needs a carburetor rebuild and spark plugs and stuff. Spark plug, single cylinder. So, all right, cut you out, and then I'll bring it in. I already got the garage doors open. Gunner's out here. Let's go check out the Gunner today. See what he's up to. What's up, puppy dog? How you doing today, buddy? Out in the sun? He's got his hoodie on because it's like 40. Let's see, 48 in the garage today. Yeah, 48 in the garage, so it's probably like 45 outside. So he's happy today. He's got his bone, he's got his blanket, he's got his bed, he's got his hoodie on, so he's good. The sun's out. Back up a little bit so everybody can see you. Say hi. What you doing? You being a good boy? You like going for a little ride, picking up some stuff for Papa? Yeah, I know. You going on adventures? Yeah, I know. Oh, that's it. Yeah. Say hi. Good boy. Well, people want to see you. They don't care about me. All right, guys. So anyway, like I said, that's the project for today. Hopefully we can get this bad girl running. I don't think it'll be too big of an issue, honestly. I think it's just a carburetor. You know, varnish, fuel, carburetor rebuild, obviously spark plug. So that's pretty much it. Come along for the ride. You know, hopefully it won't shouldn't be too bad. I got a like a 2-foot deep path. I got to snow blow to get a fuel delivery for my boiler, heat and fuel up in this area. Obviously I get delivered every couple months because of the cold temperatures. I got a warm day today, so I took advantage of it to pick up a used snowblower. So all right, enough jibber jabber, and I'm sure you guys are sick of me talking. So that's it, guys. That's the project for today. Maybe we can get a thumbnail. Well, it's nice and sunny out, so I was going to bring in the garage, and I immediately decided not to do that because it's nice and sunny out. The sun feels good. I haven't had good sun like a couple weeks. This freaking winter has been brutal. We had like 10 degree days, and a 45 degree day feels like it's 80 degrees out today. So I'm trying to enjoy it. Anyway, long story short, this thing was beat to hell. You can tell it's got all this stuff stuck in it. The frame's all bent up. So I'll probably get a pair of pliers, straighten all this stuff out, and just go from there. I mean, there's really not much I can do about that, honestly, besides trying to straighten all this stuff out and, you know, hope for the best. Maybe re-spray paint it or put some type of rust stop on it or something. I don't know. Like I said, the auger's in good shape, at least. I don't really see any like damage or nothing on that. Like the, I guess, I don't know what the hell you want to call this, the impeller or whatever, the thrower. I don't see any, you know, it's a little bit of play. I mean, I guess that's normal. I don't know much about the impeller part of snowblowers, but I know these are designed to break away. That's what those bolts are up there. There's like yellow things that are strapped to the, that's what he was telling me. He's like, I got a couple spare ones that I never use because these never really break. He goes, if these get chunky, if you suck up ice or a rock or something, these are supposed to shear, yeah, that's what they are, shear pins. But it looks like he replaced them with bolts. I mean, I guess that's normal. I have no idea. Anyway, if anybody knows, comment down below if they're supposed to be bolts or if that's normal or if they're supposed to be like actual pins. I know on my what's it called, on my plow, there's actual pins, like brass pins on the plow that snap if you hit something hard. Ask me how I know. I've snapped them a couple times. Yeah, it scares the shit out of you when you do it because it actually like makes a loud bang. So but yeah, these look like bolts, nuts and bolts. So, but maybe there's like a grade 2 bolt or something that just is designed to snap. That would be my guess. Anyway, so it looks like he beat the crap out of this thing though. Yeah, I can probably just straighten that out with a pipe wrench or something. And it looks like I know there's supposed to be like, these things are supposed to be adjustable and you're supposed to be able to slide on these to protect the frame, but this thing was beat. I mean, it's old, obviously. 50 bucks. I mean, new snowblowers nowadays are like between $500 and like $800 for a 26-inch. That's why I was like, screw that. I'm gonna find something for like, you know, a couple $100 and rebuild it. And this came up at Marketplace, and I was like, you know what, 50 bucks. Maybe we can make some content out of it too. So, all right, first thing first, I'm gonna put some air in these tires because it's pissing me off trying to roll it around with flat tires. Simple. I'm gonna obviously pull the shredder valve on these. Yeah, there's nothing in them. But I'm gonna pull a shredder valve. Luckily I have a really nice selection of Schrader valves in my garage. So I have, as you can tell, an assortment. So I'll pull the Schrader valves out, put some nice ones in, and I got some stop leak I can put in the tires too, try to help it out. So I'm sure you don't want to see me pull Schrader valves and put air in the tires, but that's the first step I'm going to do, guys. And probably, oh, at least there's fluid in there. That's a good sign. Yeah, I wish they invented smell-o-vision. This stuff smells like deck varnish, but there's something in there. At least that's good. So we'll suck that out. Put some fresh fuel in there, and maybe give her an oil change. Obviously, that's it. I'm gonna put some air in these tires. I'll be right back. So guys, I don't know, just a little tech tip, little Speed Punks tech tip. I was putting this Schrader valve in. I'll pull it back out real quick just to show you guys. This goes for cars too. This is just a regular standard Schrader valve. A lot of people may not know this, but there's a little seal around here. This is the one I just put in, the brand new one. This was out of my stock. So this is the original, you know, obviously the original tire fill, whatever you want to call it. So make a long story short, I want to put a little bit of lubricant on this, and you don't want to use something that's petroleum based, like PB Blaster. You know, flip it over to the back. Petroleum distillates, it says it right there, because petroleum, just so you know, deteriorates rubber, and it'll eat away at the rubber and crack it and basically destroy it from the inside. Same thing with Coil, which is a phenomenal lubricant, by the way, and penetrate. I highly recommend this stuff for rusty bolts and stuff. But make a long story short, petroleum distillates. So this is what I use and recommend. Sil Glide. It's silicone based. Use silicone based lubricant on things that you're going to put in rubber. So I use just a little tiny bit, you know, just a small amount. You know, obviously it's a Schrader valve, you don't need a lot. And the only reason why I'm doing this on this type of a, you know, this area is because it sees salt and it sees like a lot of crap, and it makes this a lot easier to take back out in the future. And I'm sure that there's a lot of pitting in there because of salt, as you can tell, because this is extremely rusted. And I'm trying to basically make this create a better seal with this grease, basically. And I don't want like a lot of, you know, small microscopic air leaks. I don't want to come out in a week and have this tire flat, basically, make a long story short. So I put grease on my Schrader valves on this type of equipment. I put it on my quad. Same thing. I've always had really good luck, especially with Sil Glide, with silicone based lubricant. So just a little tech tip for you guys. I know I made a 5-minute video out of putting air in tires, but I like to be pretty thorough with stuff like this, just to help you guys out. So, but yeah, so I just wanted to give you guys a quick heads up on that. Plus it protects all this from rusting out. I know it's brass, but still, if you get salt in there, it's still gonna corrode. Brass will still corrode, especially exposure. So before I start cranking on this bad girl and actually start, you know, pulling on the pull cable, I want to drain the oil and put some fresh oil in her, because pulling the dipstick, this oil is black. It's hard to tell on the thing because obviously the dipstick's shiny, but it is nasty. So at least there's oil in it. That's a good sign. So, you know, the power of AI on Gronk. I searched it up real quick, and hey, what's up, buddy? You want to see the information that we pulled up? So it takes, here she is, 21 ounces, 1.2 US pints. So yeah, I mean, AI is crazy anymore. Typed in MTD, the model number came up as a 1998, it says right there, which is cool. Gave me all the information, 5 to 8 horsepower, which this is a 8 horsepower engine. So it tells you all the information right there, which is cool. So I even it even tells you the recommendation for oil, which is 5W30. And if if you've been following my channel, you know exactly what I'm putting in there. And you can see it from a mile away. Boom, a little good old AMSOIL. I've had really good results. Everything I run AMSOIL in. It's worth the money, guys. I've tried and true. I run AMSOIL in everything I run. Dirt bikes, quads, all my vehicles run AMSOIL. Besides the wife's leased vehicles. Obviously, leased vehicles is whatever the dealerships put in. Because I don't really give a crap about that because they get turned in anyway. But anyway, all the stuff I beat the crap out of, I run AMSOIL in, and I've never blown up an engine in them. Besides a couple 2-stroke engines I've blown up because I've pinged them at like 12,000 RPMs. But anyway, that's a long story. So anyway, I found, it looks like this is the drain plug. I found that information. I don't know if this is standard or metric. So let's see. Looks like it's 5/8 or 16 mil. So let's say 16 mil or 5/8. What do you think, guys? Because this is obviously, I don't know, China, MTD, obviously American made and owned. I would assume this is China. So is this 15? Or sorry, 16 or 5/8? Let's try 5/8. All right, first time, every time. You're right. All right, so at least that's 5/8, so that's cool. So now let's get this bagger over here. Let's try to get this out. Let's pop this up, just like a regular oil change. Pop that up, yeah. Get that open. Let's see what comes out when you pull this out. See if like water comes out or something ridiculous. Hopefully nothing. Hopefully nothing crazy. And you notice I'm wearing gloves, guys, because yeah, this oil is going to be old and probably full of fuel and everything else. And I really don't want it on my hands. Let's see if I can get it in here. Ooh. And of course I'm getting it on the driveway. Yep, because why wouldn't I? I was trying not to get it on the driveway, but of course I did. Because you know. I'm getting it in the bucket, most of it at least. I didn't get any on the driveway. What are you talking about? You didn't see that. So yeah, yeah, I'm smelling it. Ooh, man, yeah, there's some fuel in there. Yeah, it was definitely due for an oil change. You can see how thick this stuff is. I don't know if he was running 5W30 in it or not. I have no idea. I'm not gonna call the guy up and ask him what kind of oil he's running. Who gives a crap? But I'm gonna be running 5W30 in it. Yeah, I'm cleaning the drain plug. Just I put it over here. Oof. This stuff is stinky. Oh yeah, look how dark that stuff is. Now you can see it when it's in a bucket. How dark and nasty that oil was. That's the reason why you don't go cranking on this type of stuff, guys, because you don't know what the heck you're putting through the system until you drain the oil. Always just try to change the oil out, especially if it's something that you're trying to get running. Again, you know, oil's not that expensive. I mean, it is, but I mean, it's something that you're gonna try to get back up and running. Just change the oil out first. Just do it right. So, what's up? Yeah, we got the wrenches right. Good job picking them out. Right? I know. You're helping. You're always helping. You're always helping. Always fun with a puppy. He's 3 years old, but he's always a puppy. He's so small, he's always a puppy in my eyes. Right? I know. Come on, you're getting tangled up, crazy. He always wants to be on my lap. Come on, I'm trying to film here, crazy. So, anyway, I'm waiting for this to drain. I'm sure you don't want to see me, the power of YouTube. So, I'll come back when this is fully drained. Make a long story short, this isn't exciting. We're just doing an oil change on this, guys. I just want to give you a recap. I'm going to pop the spark plug out and see how the cylinder looks. I got a bore scope now, so we can actually take a look at the cylinder, which should be pretty cool. Hey, why not? We can do that too. And that should be fun, because now we got that technology. So, cool things. spark plug size. What was she? Can you see it? 13/16. Pretty big girl, actually. No, you see it? Yeah, actually, yeah, right there in the sun. Focus, focus. Can you focus? Oh, stop whining. Come on. There you go. A little dark. So, it smells a little bit like fuel. So, anyway, I'm definitely not buying a new spark plug because I could. Spark plugs really aren't that expensive, but so in the spark plug, it's not in terrible shape, I guess. It's just running a little rich, but it's probably because the carburetor needs to be cleaned. So you can just take a wire brush just like this. I don't know what you guys can and can't see. It's always hard to film. Yeah, you can see. So take a wire brush like this, and you can obviously clean, just like this. I start with a pretty aggressive wire brush, and then I finish with a regular brass brush. It's pretty self-explanatory on how to do it, and then you clean it with some brake parts cleaner. So you obviously want the spark plug to be shiny, and like it's fresh, brand new out of the box, and that's pretty much how you clean a spark plug, guys. It's really not that difficult, but just in case anybody was curious how to do it. So I'm going to put the bore scope down in the side of the spark plug hole. We're going to take a good look at that piston, see if we can see anything, because why not? I got one, might as well use it. So that should be pretty cool. All right, busted out the Tesla bore scope. This thing's pretty neat. I think I showed this before on the Roadrunner video. Hello, what you doing? Anyway, so this thing's pretty neat. Obviously, this thing's kind of obnoxiously long, but trying to do this one hand, it's always fun. So turn her on. There we go. I can do a whole video of this if you want. It's kind of hard to see the glare, but yeah. Let me see if I can get this in there and show you guys. There's a glare. That stinks. I wonder if the wife can put a picture. Maybe I can put a picture on there for you guys to see it. It's cool though. It's a shame that there's a glare. I can see it clearly, but there's a glare for you guys. That kind of stinks. I really want to show you guys. There's an SD card in this thing, so maybe I can take a picture and put them in for you. But anyway, I just wanted to show you that this thing fits inside the spark plug hole, as you can tell. And then this obviously moves, and you can see the piston and all that stuff, which is it's cool. You can get this. I got this on Black Friday sale for like under $100, and it's got a nice big screen. You can take pictures and rotate the thing around, and it's got a light. If you're doing stuff like this on cars and machines, and I highly recommend it. Obviously, no sponsorship or anything like that. I bought this with my own money. I just think they're cool, and I use this thing all the time for stuff like this. You could obviously use it in drains or whatever you want, but I just thought it was pretty neat. So I just wanted to give you just a small recap of that. I cleaned the spark plug with the wire brushes, and look how clean that came out. See, no need to go buy a spark plug. Just clean them. That's it. Clean them, put them back in, and test them. Look, is it nice and clean? Yeah, nice and clean. So that's it, guys. Another little tech tip, just something I like to do sometimes too, especially when something's been sitting for a long time. Since this is obviously a quart, 32 ounces, and this thing only takes 21 fluid ounces. I'm gonna pour just a little bit, maybe like 5-6 ounces into here. Hopefully the fresh oil will flush out some of the sediment and stuff that's inside the crankcase prior to filling. You know, obviously I got 32 ounces of fresh 5W30. And I really like to flush out whatever is left inside that crankcase, because this is obviously like flat. It will help flush out whatever that black crap that's in there. It's been sitting in there probably for 5 years. So let's crack this bad girl open and just pour, you know. Yeah, see how nice and clear and clean that oil is. And that's it. I just want to do, like, you know, 5, I don't know, 5. See how it's pushing out that nice clean oil, since I have spare oil. I mean, some might say it's wasting it, but I don't think it's, in my eyes, I'm not wasting it, because I'm flushing out all that nasty, disgusting oil, and I'm basically starting with nice, fresh, clean oil in that crankcase. So, especially something that's been sitting for a long time, and it's now I got nice, fresh, clean oil in there, guys. Just another little tip. Stuff like that helps it out, you know. Gives it the best shot at running for a long time. Like I said, look how disgustingly black that oil is, and you just saw the nice clean oil that I'm pouring in there. You let this machine have a nice fighting chance at surviving for a long time. So I just wanted to give you that just quick little tip, you know, stuff like that, you know, things like that a lot of people don't really know about. That's kind of like I wanted my channel to be about, like little tiny tips and tricks and things that people can, you know, rely on and have let their machines survive a long time, and you know, they don't have to take it to a small engine mechanic every time something happens. Now while that fresh oil is flushing out all the contaminants out of that crankcase, these are kind of cool. I picked this up for like 15-20 bucks off Amazon. It's just a pump, runs off of like 2 AA batteries. So you're basically just gonna put it inside the fuel tank and suck out the disgusting old fuel into the bucket, and it'd be a lot easier pulling the fuel tank and carburetor off without having fuel all over my driveway or garage. So obviously we're just gonna give this thing a try, see what it's all about. So apparently you just turn on the battery. Oh yeah, look at that. Dang, holy crap, this thing pumps good. Yeah, it's just I mean, it's designed for fuel. Oh wow, look how nasty this fuel is. All this crap just came out too. Yeah, fuel's not supposed to be that color, guys. That's awesome. So, I mean, that worked really fast. So that's cool. That is pretty neat. I mean, you saw it there live, or not live, but instant. That's cool. I recommend this. Once again, bought with my own money. Just trying things out, guys. Trying to film it with one hand's fun. Try putting this down without making a mess. Oh, it's got a clip on it. That's cool. Guess I gotta clip it to the bucket. That probably would have made sense. So I'm gonna clip it. Nope. Yeah, a 5-gallon bucket probably would have made more sense, but I didn't have a 5-gallon bucket. Anyway, so it looks like I sucked down most of it. Yeah, like all the sediment that was in that fuel tank. So all that crap probably got in the carburetor and probably clogged up my jets and stuff. So fuel is supposed to have like a tan tinge to it. That's a little too dark. It's obviously in a white bucket. So and like I said, if you can smell this, it's varnished, guys. This stuff's been sitting for a while. I've seen worse. So maybe he had some type of stable or something in there, which I'm hoping. But I pulled on this thing I pulled the pull start on this thing for a while, and she's not starting. So she definitely needs a carburetor rebuild and some help. So, but I just wanted to show you this cool little pump doohickey thing that I picked up off of Amazon, the little jungle website. Because look, pumped that tank bone dry in, I don't know, under a minute and a half, basically. And that tank was pretty close to being full. So it was pretty cool. Nice little thing. they're pretty cool. Thought that was pretty neat. Nice little tool. Boop. Obviously used live for you guys. Just wanted to show you that. So looks like this is held on with two 10 mils, and we can pop this off and pop that 210 mils. I'm going to replace the fuel hose. It's nice and crispy. Pop that off. So I'm going to replace this fuel hose because it's like disgusting. It's like, I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, you can see it. Like when I wiggle it. Yeah, it's not supposed to do that. And obviously, it looks like somebody tried replacing it before because this obviously is in a stock hose clamp. But you can see how it's like the rubber is all starting to split. Last thing you want is to be snow blowing, and your fuel line splitting, hitting hot exhaust or something like that, and then next thing you know, you're up in flames. So check stuff like this, guys. It's very simple things to do. You can check out every once in a while. Check your fuel lines, you know, check your shut-off valves, make sure you're not leaking any fuel. Just little things like that go a long way. I know a lot of people are like safety third, but you know, when it comes to fuel, don't mess around with fuel. It's not something to joke around with, honestly. But just wanted to show you that. It's pretty cool. Quick update. Just wanted to give it a quick update. 10 mil. The two 10 mils on top. Boop boop. There's obviously fuel tank just sits right there. And the reason why I pulled it, because like I said, this fuel line is nice and crusty, and look, had a little split in the back. So, and now I can get to this fuel line. I can clean all this up underneath. You can't see all this underneath the fuel tank. It's all rusty and crusty. I can put some rust treatment on there. The starter's down here, so I can take a good look at this. You know, all these little things you can take a good look at now that the fuel tank's out of the way. And I can get, you know, a real good look. You can't see in there. Oh, yeah, you can. Actually, you can see a little bit in there. But I can get in there real good, clean the fuel tank real good now, get all the sediment and stuff out. So, I mean, it took, I don't know, 5 minutes off camera to pull the fuel tank. It was literally two 10mm bolts, and it slid right out. The hardest part was getting this ancient hose off that's, I guess I'm squeezing the hell out of this thing. It's so hard. This was the hardest part. I was trying to get this freaking hose off, honestly. So, but I just want to give you an update on that. That's where I'm at, guys. Quick location update. We're inside now. My little buddy was getting chilly. He's over by his heater. Set at 72 degrees. It's 51 in here. He was getting a little chilly outside, but now he's off his tether. You can roam around. So yeah, you can run around now. Happy crazy guy. Obviously, all the garage doors are shut. Go play. Anyway, so I don't even know where I left off. Oh yeah, fuel lines. So yeah, now with the fuel tank obviously removed, I can replace the fuel lines. I put the oil in. Obviously that's boring. There's no sense in showing that. It was just a quart of oil. So that's where I left off, guys. I just wanted to, yeah, obviously last scene I was outside, this scene I'm inside because I have a dog. He's priority number one right now as he rolls around the garage. So, but yeah, nothing's changed. It's still daylight outside. He was just starting to shiver a little bit, and I felt bad, so brought him in and put him in front of the heater. That's it, guys. So being the collector that I am, I have a pretty good collection of fuel line, as you can tell. Every piece of fuel line known to mankind, basically, all different colors and sizes. So I have a 5/16, which is good because that's exactly what I need. But I just wanted to show you guys something. I don't know if a lot of people know this. If you have a stuck fuel line, like obviously this isn't too complex. It's just a simple fuel a hose clamp. As you can tell, it's just pops off. Not that big of a deal. But like this one, for example, this one, it's on the bar, which is kind of, as you can tell, it's like really freaking tight. So what you want to do is get a razor blade, and just put a slit on this side. You know, just be careful, obviously. You don't want to mess up your shut-off valve. Obviously, you just want to slit the hose, and that basically creates a relief in the hose, and then it separates the hose right there. See how it separates the hose? And then you can basically just peel the hose off at that point. And there you go. So just a little tip. It's just a way to get the hose off, but you see how crusty, see how nasty that hose was? See how it's separated and splitting? That was the reason why I wanted to replace this fuel hose underneath that fuel tank, because it definitely was not longing for this world anymore. And now that I have it off, I can, you know, get a nice new piece of rubber hose, 5/16 fuel hose, and boop boop, put it right there, and then I can. Yep, my shut-off valve is still good. You blow on it and make sure your shut-off valve is still good. You can obviously pressurize it with some air, but you could shut it, suck on this side, or blow on this side, and make sure your shut-off valve is still good. And it still is, so I don't need to buy a new one. But I'll clean this out. There's actually some contaminant and stuff in there, probably just from it sitting. But I'll clean it real good. So yeah, I just wanted to show you that little tip real quick. If you guys never, removed the rubber hose or had difficulty, instead of prying on it and you slipping and stabbing yourself with a screwdriver, just like I said, put a little slit in the hose and it pops right off. All right. Well, she's done. As you can see, I got it back together. Just a piece of brand new 5/16 fuel injection hose with some stainless steel fuel injection clamps, because that's what I had in my inventory, and it's stainless steel and it probably won't rust for a very long time, which is cool, because these were the clamps that were on it. Nice rusty, and now I won't have to worry about any fuel leaks. The tanks are plastic, so that obviously won't rust out, which is nice. And obviously the shut-off valve is plastic, so that obviously won't rust out, which is nice. And obviously my driveway is covered in salt, because I have to throw salt down because it gets icy, and I need salt in my driveway for traction. So unfortunately everything gets rusty after a while, but yeah, so just want to show you that real quick. These fuel injection clamps are really nice because they give you a nice 360-degree seal all the way around, which is kind of cool. That's the reason why they're fuel injection clamps. But I just wanted to show you that if you've never seen fuel injection clamps before. So if you never came across this stuff, this slip plate graphite lubricant, it's really good stuff. Once again, I buy all this stuff with my own money. It's actually kind of cool that they're right out of New Jersey, which is kind of cool. Right, product that's manufactured in USA, which is nice. I like to buy things that are manufactured and developed in the United States. It's slippery when dry, which is cool. It doesn't attract any moisture. It doesn't attract any dirt or any contaminants like that. So where that rusty area was, as you can tell, I just sprayed this stuff on, and it's high temp. It's rated up to like 1500 degrees, which is really cool. Obviously this area is never going to see that type of temperature. Obviously it's not going to get that hot, but now it's protected. It's a graphite and it's a lubricant. It'll protect this area from getting rusty again. So I'm going to spray this area real good and make sure it's protected from rust and contaminants and stuff. I use this stuff several times, obviously in automotive applications, farm applications, hence the pictures that are on there. There's a whole slew of things that you can use it on, but I highly recommend this stuff, guys. This stuff works really good. Like I said, it's made in the United States. Once again, no sponsorship or nothing. It's just stuff that I bought with my own money. I've had good luck with stuff. If I like it, I'm going to tell you that I like it, and stuff that I use on a regular basis. Save you guys time and money, and it'll protect that rust and that bracket for a very long time, probably a lot longer than this machine will last, honestly. But I just wanted to show you that, protect that rusty area. That's what I ended up doing. So this is pretty neat. I was just about to bend down sideways, upside down, contortion style, to get underneath here and take a look at this carburetor. And the bowl itself has this little spring-loaded doohickey, and you push up on it, and you can actually drain the bowl right here. Kind of, oh, there you go, you can see it. Boop, see? Boop. And the fuel pops out. So I can drain the bowl right here. So I'm gonna drain the bowl by hitting this little spring-loaded doohickey contraption. See how the fuel's coming out? And then I'm gonna pop the bowl off, and I'm gonna take a good look at the bowl, and take a good look at the carburetor, clean out all the schmush that's in there, put it back together, put some fresh fuel in there. And I had this new product from AmSoil. Once again, I'm a big fan of them. Not sponsored by any way. And, oh man, I really wish I was. Hint, hint, AmSoil, anybody who's watching. Yeah, right, I wish. If I had another million freaking followers. But that'd be cool. Anyway, obviously I got this foam that apparently you can spray into the carburetor and cleans the jets and stuff. I'm gonna try it. I wanna see if this stuff actually works. I think it'd be pretty cool. This would be a perfect thing to try. It's hard to see. I don't know if you can see. You can probably see better than I can, actually. Yeah, the carburetor's right there. It's hard because I have this stupid thing in the way, but there's no air filter on these things. I don't know if you can tell. Yeah, you can kind of see up in there. So that's the carburetor. So you spray this foam inside the carburetor, let it sit for like 5-10 minutes, and it supposedly like eats away all the stuff that's inside the carburetor. That's a spring thing I was telling you about, by the way. So you can drain the bowl. So I can at least drain the bowl, clean it out, clean all the sediment and stuff out of the bowl. I'm gonna spray this foam stuff in there, clean the butterfly plate and all this stuff in there, let this foam stuff sit, and then try to prime the engine and see if that works, man. If I don't have to pull this carburetor off, that would be awesome, because this looks like it's gonna be a pain in the ass to get to, honestly. And I really don't want to mess around with the carburetor. I mean, I guess I will if I have to, but 1998, I really don't even know if they make a carburetor rebuild kit for these. And I don't want to find a China one, because the China ones really are, it's like flipping a coin. Sometimes you get a good one from Amazon, sometimes you get a crappy one. And I'd rather just use the original one, to tell you the truth. So, that's where I'm at with this. I know it's a weird shot. I'm sorry, guys. I'm laying on my side. But that's where I'm at right now, guys. Messing around with this carburetor. So, let's see. I know I'm trying to give you the best shot with light. So, I'm gonna bring my little buddy inside, because I got to take this back outside, because I'm really hoping I can get this thing running today. That would be cool. Only $50, and I probably put, I don't know, not even a few hours into this thing already, and I'm taking my time and filming, so it'd be cool to get this thing fired up. Fresh fuel, pull the fuel tank, fuel lines, clean the spark plug, air on the tires. I mean, this thing was like $800 brand new. I looked it up. It's like a commercial grade one. It's 8 horsepower, 26 inch. I mean, it was a decent snowblower in its heyday. So it would be really nice to get this thing running. Like I said, I got this. Like I said, I'll show you the stuff that I got from AmSoil. I got it for free when I ordered a bunch of oil. Obviously, I use their products all the time in all my vehicles, BMW and Silverado and all that stuff. I use all their oil and stuff. So they gave me a can of this carburetor cleaner, and I really wanted to try it in something like this that's been sitting forever. So I thought that'd be really cool. So let's see if this stuff works. Alright, so here's this stuff. AmSoil Power Foam carburetor and induction system cleaner, 2 and 4 stroke gasoline engine, blah blah blah. Apparently it's a foam, and I was reading the Tough Foam in Action application. Read the area. If you want to pause it, you can read the directions on how to use this stuff. I already read the directions, but you basically spray this stuff in there and you let it sit for 10 to 15 minutes, and you know, I'm gonna shake it up real good, obviously. I really want to see this stuff work, honestly. I think it'd be cool. This is a good machine to try it on. I don't want to try it on like my quad or expensive vehicle. I want to try it on like something like this that like I spent 50 bucks on, you know what I mean? Something that I really don't care about, quote unquote. So obviously I got that ready to go, but Gunner loves being outside even though it's cold out. It's not really cold, it's still in the 40s, but I obviously brought the thing outside because I'm spraying chemicals. But I don't know, I just wanted to show you guys that I'm not messing around. Temp gun, I know people play fakery on YouTube. This thing is ice cold. See, 36 degrees. It's never been started before, guys. I'm not joshing you. I'm being honest with you guys. I never started this thing up before. It's ice cold. Like temp gun on the crankcase. Obviously, I'm not lying to you guys. I'm being dead honest with you. I just want to just show you if this stuff actually works or not. So I'm going to spray in the carburetor. Like I said, sorry about the weird angles. Okay. Yep. See? So basically that's all you got to do is spray it in the carburetor. It's hard to tell because the sun, there you go, you can kind of see it. So it's in the carburetor, foaming, getting all the crap out apparently. That's basically all you got to do. So I'm going to spray it in the carburetor. Ew, yeah, you can see it, man. It's like tan coming out. This stuff's cool though. It smells like, honestly, it smells like engine degreaser. I'm not gonna lie. It's probably what it is. Maybe with some type of a carburetor cleaner in it. But I mean, it says right there, carburetor and induction system cleaner. So I'll shake it back up, let that stuff sit for 10 to 15 minutes, and let's try this stuff, guys. If this works, that would be freaking awesome, because I hate pulling carburetors. I don't know about you guys, it's a pain in the ass. So I'm gonna let that stuff sit. Obviously I'm not gonna let you, I mean, I'll come back in 10 minutes. Oh, one more thing, I completely freaking forgot. Bone dry, obviously didn't put fuel in it. So let's put fuel in there. What is this? 93 octane from, oh great, 2024. I got enough. At least it's clean. Ish. It's just fun to do one-handed. Yep, making a complete mess. I don't really think I need that much. Let's just try to get some fuel in there, just to get some fuel to the carburetor. I run Staple 360 in all my fuel. That's like 3/4. Yeah, you can see it. It's like 3/4 of a tank. I didn't get any fuel in the tank. What are you talking about, guys? Anyway, so this is the stuff I use, in case anybody's curious, or if you care. Staple 360. This stuff works pretty good, guys, honestly. I use this in all my fuel tanks, and it works good, honestly. So it's in here now. So it's been like 5 minutes since I took the last clip. I just wanted to put fuel in. That would have been a good clip, trying to start this thing with no fuel in it. That would have been a classic me. So let's put this back. Trying to do this all one-handed is fun. So clean up some fuel. Okay. Let's see what else we got. That's it, guys. Let me see. Alright, it's been like 12 minutes. I'm very impatient. I'm not gonna wait 15. Sun's going down, as you can see. Boop. And I don't want to be out here when it gets cold. So let's try to start this thing up. Let's see if I can sit you up. You can watch me struggle. That's a good spot. Once again, not joshing, not lying to you guys. See? 35, 36 degrees. Thing's ice cold. Let's see. How the hell do you even start this thing? Oh, choke on. Fest. Oh, you know what? Once again, let's turn on the fuel. That might help. Some nice new hoses. That looks nice. Let's make sure you guys are on. You filming? Yeah, you're good. Okay. Prime. Oh, I hear it priming. That's a good sign. Okay. Let's get this flammable material out of the way. Sorry if I'm in the way, but I need to pull it. No fucking way. It's trying. $50, guys. Look at that. Ta-da! I mean, it's not idling perfectly. It's got a little pop to it, so the carburetor still needs to be a little bit dialed in. But hey, $50, basically completely dead. The guy was going to throw it out on the curb, and it's running. I backed away so I can talk to you guys. I'm gonna let that thing idle for a little while. I'm gonna spray some more of that stuff in. That stuff works, man. I assume it works. First pull, that thing was ice cold. You saw it. That's awesome. I'm extremely impressed. I mean, I got 93 octane fuel in there. I'm sure that helped. It's cold out. It's 30 something degrees outside. That thing hasn't ran in 5+ years. That's awesome. I'm freaking super excited. As you can see, got a pretty good little test for her. This will be her maiden voyage after the cleanup. The tires seem to be holding air, which is good. Carburetor's clean now. I got this little path that I need to clear. I got a fuel delivery coming for my fuel. Here, I'll show you. I shoveled this for Gunner, obviously, so he can have a little path to go make his business. But you can see I have to clear a path for the fuel delivery guy, or else they won't deliver our heating fuel. But I figured, I mean, you can see this is at least, I don't know, this is probably 18-20 inches deep. So this should be pretty good to try figure it out. I figure it's a pretty good test for the snowblower. It's a lot better than doing it by hand. But there's my fill. So let's give it a try. That's the main reason why I got this snowblower. This would have sucked doing by hand. Stuff like this, I figure, hey, $50 for something like this. A little bit of my time redoing it, and we'll give it a shot, guys. I'll set you up over here. Maybe I can do a time lapse or something. Let's see if I can get a good shot. Yeah. Let's see. The wife edit this. Yep. There we go. Yeah, anyway. It's gonna probably be loud, probably won't hear me anyway, but let's see if we can get her started. cold out. I don't know if you can even hear me over this thing. It's super loud. This absolutely beats shoveling. This thing's 26 inches. And look how deep this snow is over here. This guy would not deliver my fuel in this. There's no freaking way. Oh, this is so much better than shoveling. It's working good, guys. Oh man, this is so worth 50 bucks. Oh, that was the easiest shovel job I've ever done. I'll make them nice and wide for them. I'm obviously off frame, you can't see me, but I'll still talk. Just making it nice and wide down here. Here's a place to turn around. Back in frame. Alright. I don't know what you guys can see or not see. Check it out. It's obviously working. Works pretty good. I'll try to do it one-handed, but obviously it's heavy. What's cool is you hold this thing down. The auger, if you hold the auger down and then hit the throttle, it stays down, which is kind of cool. I didn't know that. That's cool. You can do it one-handed. Oh, this is cool. This thing's nice, man. $50 for this freaking thing? Oh, there you go, guys. Obviously did the job. I don't know how much you want to see me plow or snow blow, whatever the heck you want to call it. I'm going to make it a little bit wider for the guy so he can bring his fuel hose up here. He has a straight path, but I'm going to make it a little bit wider. I don't know what you guys can and can't hear. This thing's super loud. I got my ear protection on, obviously, but there'll be a couple more videos of this. I'm going to do some updates. I got some LED lights and stuff. I'm going to update this halogen bulb. This thing kind of crummy. We got some other things going on for this thing, but make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. So anyway, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. I got some other things coming up for this. This thing's running like a champ now, so that's pretty cool. That should be it, guys. Have a good one.